The system is failing. We're going to have more homelessness, more unemployment, and the government has to print more money. It's a command and control economy where the government tells you everything. I just don't trust our government. And they're going to have to start printing pretty quickly. And the more they print, the less value, purchasing power the dollar has, or the loonie, or the yen, or the peso. People are talking about inflation. I think we're in depression right now, and we're going to be the biggest depression in world history. In the 1970s, that's when the world was changing. The biggest bust in the history of the world is coming up. It's pensions. They trusted the government. They trusted their pension would be there, and it's going to go bust. And that's us. We'd get crushed.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Bearable Bull here. And I got this aggressively average content for you today. As guys, I have an extremely important message for all of you. And I have to give you a quick disclaimer first. Take what I'm about to say with a grain of salt. Look at your own financial situation and decide what's best for yourselves. Do not act just because I say I'm doing something. But for the sake of transparency, I have to let my entire audience know what I'm doing, or else I would not be genuine with all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, right now what's before you on the screen is the total crypto market cap excluding Bitcoin. Essentially, this is the total market cap of the altcoins, and what we see is that here, this was the previous all-time high for the altcoins back in 2018. And here, we bounced off that previous resistance, and it's acting as new support now. Ladies and gentlemen, my hypothesis has been we would see an altcoin season at some point. While Bitcoin is correcting, we did not get that for 8 months. Instead, back here, we saw the Terra Luna UST, Voyager, Celsius collapse, all happening one after the other, causing the altcoin and crypto market to implode on itself. Maximum fears in the crypto market. If you ask most people, a lot of people are actually still believing that we have lower to go. However, a lot of people that I talk to that are very well connected are beginning their entries, have been accumulating gradually, and do believe the current bottom is in. That does not mean after a rally we cannot go lower than these price targets we've seen. But I do believe right now we are in for a rally, and that's why me personally, with my cash position, I've gone all in. Ladies and gentlemen, mama ain't raised no pussy. She raised a bull. And I'm very bullish on my favorite altcoins yet again. Ladies and gentlemen, what all of you need to understand is that scared money don't make no money. And personally speaking, I have to make a decision. I know one thing is clear. Cash is going to zero. That is 110% a guarantee. Meaning I need to buy assets. And right now, altcoins specifically are 85 to 95% suppressed. And when I look at the fundamentals and technicals, I believe a run may be before us. We have a similar altcoin structure forming that we made back in 2017, 2018 for the altcoin bull run. And what's extremely important to note about this is that also the DXY broke out of a parabolic move. When we actually take a look at it, it's at the highest point it's ever been since back in 2002. And ladies and gentlemen, this quick run up it just had, I believe, is overextended. And risk on assets are going to be going hard again. I have to remind all of you about the fact that Congress is still in fact in the stock market, and they're not going to let the financial system go and burn without them exiting. They're going to ban themselves from owning stocks. they're going to try and make themselves look like the good guys. But in reality, they're going to use the American people as their exit liquidity. Now, something that I need to remind all of you about the macro is that Iran and Argentina, as well as Saudi Arabia, Turkey, and Egypt, have also been looking into joining the BRICS nations. In May, China said it wanted to expand BRICS. China and Russia are making a new reserve currency backed by metals. And recently, guys, a massive geopolitical event occurred. Nancy Pelosi flew over to Taiwan. And actually, we have live incoming footage of her flying over there. Now, guys, in all seriousness, this is a massive geopolitical event right now. Nancy Pelosi going to Taiwan could escalate U.S.-China tensions. In Ray Dalio's book, The Changing World Order, we are on the precipice of both a war and also a civil war within the United States. Massive decisions have been made by the Supreme Court that have polarized the political parties. People are pissed off. And now, with Russia, Ukraine, and Taiwan, who knows what could be in store for the United States on a world stage. Ladies and gentlemen, John Deaton made a great point. Maybe we should worry some more about preserving our democracy at home than costing taxpayers $100 million in the middle of a recession that could turn into a depression for Pelosi to try and make a symbolic statement. China dumping U.S. treasuries could prove more than symbolic, and that's a great point to make. China is going through their own 2008-like real estate crisis right now. That's something you all need to take into account. However, geopolitical tensions, uncertainty in the world, a decline in the US dollar, and a decline in America's power is bullish for crypto. As the US dollar has been rising, crypto has been collapsing. But something tells me a massive event could be triggered that causes the dollar to tank. Risk on assets could benefit from this. But something I have to stress is this is a short-lived scenario. When it comes to these assets, like crypto specifically, things are so volatile. And while volatility is something that I personally embrace, a lot of people may not. I think we're low enough where it's safe enough to enter and execute on a nice little trade, accumulate some profits, and then sit out for better entries down the road. I think we could have a rally into October, and then things are going to get very bad. I have to remind all of you that with Ethereum 2.0 coming out, their merge on standby, that could be a very bullish scenario for Ethereum and altcoins. We could see a relief rally for Bitcoin as well, causing the overall crypto market cap to go up, and then the recycling of that capital into the altcoins could occur as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I have to stress I personally have a bullish bias in this market. I'll always be more bullish than the average Joe. I'll always have my permeable lenses on. However, you're all allowed to disagree and act according to your own analysis. Something I'll stress as well is one of the only people that I know that called this exact Terra Luna UST collapse back in May. He's still bearish on the market. That's something I'm taking into account, but I have to act. I have to make a move. And I think entering into the coins I'm about to enter into is going to be a powerful move. I've accumulated 6 altcoins specifically at rock bottom entry points, and I formulated a strategy for how I'm going to approach this market in the coming weeks. See guys, we have to look at things like this. Solana wallets are facing an ongoing exploit, with 5 million stolen so far, and that was last night, with much more money that's actually been stolen up to this point. Cryptos like Solana absolutely shock me with their ability to still be top 10 in the market. How the hell do you pause your network, are actually extremely centralized, and go through these type of hacks and you're still in the top 10 when tokens like HBAR are still only in the top 40? HBAR doesn't shut down and have problems and get hacked. Things like this make me understand how early we are and how excellent some entries in these tokens are. In addition, guys, know that native staking on Hashpack for Hedera is live, and learn how to get your staking rewards on your own time. Keep that in mind. Crypto Eddie posted just the other day that Bitcoin is now an ISO 20022 token. Each payment is collateralized back one-to-one with a real Bitcoin. And this is with wrapped Bitcoin on the XDC network as collateral. Ladies and gentlemen, this is very important. All these developments are happening all at around the same time. And in my opinion, we have no reason to be afraid of the recent downtrend we've experienced. Hell, we could see another crash happen out of nowhere. It doesn't change anything to me. I am willing to withstand anything in this market because I know what the end game is. Their end game is a digital economy with digital currencies, CBDCs, and most of the tokens that we own and speak about in this community the most are the ones that will thrive and ultimately win. A couple percentage points crash will be peanuts when everything's said and done. And that's why I've made the bold decision today to enter into this market with 6 coins specifically. Those coins include XRP, Stellar, Hedera, Algorand, IOTA, and one more that I don't talk about publicly on my channel, but did recently have a crash. And I accumulated more of that when that crash occurred. I am so bullish on everything I own. I am so bullish on the fundamental tokens. I'm so bullish on the crypto space, and the macro is confirming volatility for the United States is coming. It is a lukewarm feeling for me. The US collapse will be simultaneous with the rise of crypto. And while I do not like it, we have to plan for it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my take on the market. You can take it with a grain of salt and do as you please. But I had to be honest with all of you. And I'm glad you all took the time to listen to what I had to say. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bearable Bull here. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. Now I'll be back tomorrow with another video.